For the new viewers, click on the like button, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell. If y'all want to see me body couple more decals, like I said, that's what I do. Easy work, you know. Call me AB out here.
But you could call me the Can Man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
So Errol Spence came out stating that the Crawford fight will happen in 2021. Errol Spence said, yes, the people want to see the fight right now, but the people in suits don't want to make the fight till the money is right. So that's pretty much the issue in boxing, that the fights don't happen when the fans want them to happen. For example, like I said, the UFC, for example, the UFC have a motto where the best fight the best all the time, because all the fighters are under the same banner. Dana White always make the best fights happen. In boxing, though, I pretty much got to talk to my cousin or a lot of casual fans and tell them on upcoming boxing fights. And they ask me a month later, a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, hey, when that fight gonna happen? And it still haven't took place. So they get turned off by that. They just basically say, hey, man, you over here talking about this fight, but for how long you gonna talk about it? And that's the issue that's been going on in boxing. We yet to see an entity in the sport of boxing, such as the PBC, to take full control and make the fights that the fans want to happen when the fans want the fights to happen. We yet to see that. It's gonna take a lot of networks to go out of business before that happens. I mean, PBC is nearly or almost the UFC version of boxing. The only issue, there's a lot of great talents on other networks, such as Lomachenko, Crawford, Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez, Andre on the Zone, for example. So they pretty much have to work with each other. It is not monopoly. It's competition. In the UFC, it's monopoly. That's why even Dana White lowballs these fighters. In boxing, Al Heyman, for example, he's not a promoter. He a manager. He help you make money. He help you make the right decisions. Why he makes the best fights available. But he looks out for the fighters. But Al Heyman obviously can't force anybody to fight anybody. The fighters have to be willing to fight each other. Then the business have to make sense. The money got to be right. So there's a lot of elements that come into play. But according to Errol Spence, he said that the goal for 2020 and 2021 is to fight Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, and Terence Crawford. That's how he wants his fights to go if it's up to him. He told Al Heyman he wants no tune-up fights. He ain't no Canelo. He coming off a car crash. He survived in a miracle way, and he still doesn't want any tune-up. That's according to Errol Spence. So you have to respect Errol Spence for that, as he was on the Brian stand-up show. So be on the lookout for that. Go check out the interview. Errol Spence had a lot to say. So like I said, Errol Spence, he wants no tune-up. I got nothing but respect for that. You know, that's why they call him the truth. Errol Spence here for a reason, not a short season. He ain't on no Canelo-ish. He ain't about to vacate his strap to avoid his mandatory. Errol Spence wants all the smoke. He wants Crawford, the best pound for pound #1 in the game as we speak. So you have to respect Errol Spence for having that mindset. In the sport of boxing, in order to be the best, you have to fight the best. What Canelo Alvarez fans don't understand, or a lot of these casual fans, the money talk is cool, but eventually, are you really the best? Are you really the best? If not, then why are you in the sport of boxing? Just to make money? Absolutely not. You in the sport of boxing to prove that you the best. Legacy come first, money comes second. They go hand in hand, but at the same time, you got to fight the best to prove that you are the best. Split Decision episode 39 is over with. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans / old media that don't know ish about boxing. Like I said, all these decafs wizards, and all these emotional fans, what matters is what counts, and what Akhi says is the truth. So that's what counts and matters at the end of the day, or at least the night. So when the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. Split decision. There's two sides to every story. When there's a fight coming up, of course, you might feel like this fighter could win. I might feel like another fighter gonna win, right? Everybody entitled to their own opinion. But when the facts are laid out on a certain matter, like a fighter cheated, for example, such as Jimenez, and the WBC don't want to suspend her, that's an issue. Because this is no longer opinion versus opinion. This is facts versus opinion. Facts trump any opinion. So like I said, come correct when you see Akhi, because Akhi will fact check you, because I got my facts in my pocket. Like I said, this strap right here is realer than a whole lot of fighters with French fries titles. So with that being said, subscribe below, click on the notification bell, and I appreciate all my Akhis. You already know, 473, 74 KOs. I can't even keep up. Keep me up with my record, because you already know I'm bodying decafs. KO, I know it's split decision, but I'm straight up knocking these decafs out. And
they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man.
I still want all the smoke.
Africans,
and I still
Americans,
can't get none.
Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get.
You don't know shit.
Y'all just don't. Like, y'all really don't.
You better not duck me, son.
Ducking.
You better not duck me, son.
All these decafs. Tell me, why you haven't been calling in? How did I do all these decafs? Let the public know.
Hey, you've been knocking them out, Akhi, but you didn't knock me out.
Come on. So you an exception? Come on, T-Tone. You
yeah,
you've been a
man.
no-show.
Hey,
you've been a no-show.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, I mean, you capping. If I'm being politically correct, I don't want to call you a liar, but if you say you the truth, you got to speak some facts. That's all I'm saying. But T-Tone, you know we miss you out here. Why you haven't called in? Why you been a no-show? That's what we want to know.
The other times I seen you, you know there was nothing to argue about.
Man, and, really? So you ain't been disagreeing with anything I've been saying?
Hey, about Canelo, yeah, and about Chavez,
hell
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
With you.
That's what I'm saying.